Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell. Get all the updates. Really excited for today's beer. It's courtesy of Pariah. Specifically, Brian sent it my way, so thank you so much, Brian. Well, he owns Pariah, so thank you very much. This is Pine by Yakima, and I'm interested in this one. So it's a hazy India Pale Ale, so which makes me think New England, but then it's Northwest Pacific hops. So it's specifically Chinook and Simcoe. So, when I think of a lot of New England style IPAs, Galaxy, Citra, Mosaic, like you see these over and over and over again with other hops too, obviously. So I'm kind of interested to see if it's got like the mouthfeel of a New England and maybe some like the more like West Coasty kind of things. Simcoe can do a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited. It does say flavors of grapefruit, sweet citrus, and pine. And with a name like Pine, I would assume it has some pine taste in it. So, yeah, really excited for that. Two-row, oats, and wheat are the malts in it, and it's 7%. Let's get into it. It's cool can art. Like the two of the other ones that I did had like fun artwork or whatever might be a good descriptor. And then the coffee stout was cool in a different way. Like it just looked cool. Whereas like the other one had like the '90s references, maybe fun, whatever might be a better term. And then the Smilex with the Joker. This one is like it's like classic, but it's still like current. It's just I don't know. I like it a lot. And of the four, it might seem like the least exciting, but I don't know. I like that. Anyway, No Hype can reviews. All right. Yeah, nice, beautiful yellow, somewhat burnt orange, reminiscent of the sun, maybe some like raw honey kind of a thing. Beautiful, large, fluffy, compact. Just over 2 fingers ahead. It's very white, barely off-white, and yeah, super compact bubbles. I mean, that is just aesthetic. That's a very pleasing beer. Still some bubbles on the side. But yeah, look at that thing. Okay, let's get into the aroma. So I get the sweet citrus for sure. Cut in with a little bit of zest, like orange zest, but definitely that sweet citrus is sticking out to me. A little bit of pineapple, somewhat then generic tropical. I'm not getting big pine or grapefruit though, but definitely that sweet citrus for sure. I'm also getting the same thing I got in, was it the Smilex that had the rye in it? And then I think it was Sean from Nerd Sense was like, maybe that thing you think is the yeast is the rye. But I'm getting the same thing in this, and it doesn't have the rye, so I'm thinking it is the yeast. And it's somewhat nutty to me, and I get in a lot of New England, like old school, like heady, things like that kind of beer. So I'm thinking it probably is the yeast. It smells really good. Let's see about the taste. Cheers. So it does kind of actually, yeah, taste like I was thinking. It has great mouthfeel. So it is reminiscent of like that New England style IPA mouthfeel. But then with the two hops, well, these two specifically, that grapefruit, yes. I'm also getting lemon zest with it. So like in terms of like that kind of a citrus thing, I'm going to put those two together. So yeah, I agree about the grapefruit, but I would add a little bit of lemon zest. And then sweet citrus still there, not as much as the aroma. The aroma for me is much sweeter than the taste. This drink's very much like an IPA with the bitterness and like what I like in an IPA. It's quite good. Let me look for that pine. Yeah, okay. Yep. It has pine, but it's not like overly sappy, like super resinous kind of a thing. So it's not it's not that traditional of a West Coast IPA. But yeah, no, okay, I'll go along with that. It definitely has a note of pine for sure. It's a nice beer. It's and again, like I'm adding lemon to it, and I think it has just such a refreshing quality, because it's not crazy sweet. Maybe I've just had some sweeter beers or something, or just sweeter things to eat. I don't know, but like, so it's not like super sweet. It has like, how like a lemon water or something. Like it can be satisfying. It can taste thirst quenching, and this has that, which is just great. Little herbaceous note, approaching like a basil or something. But like, no, I'm gonna say other than what they wrote in the can, for the third or fourth time, I'm gonna say I would add a little bit of like, I get lemon out of this as well, but I think what they wrote in the can is pretty apt, and I am glad that it has that really nice mouthfeel, but then reminiscent more of the old school West Coast IPAs that I love so much, still love very much, and definitely grew up drinking beer with that style, obviously. So it is a nice callback to that, infused with the new stuff. But yeah, another really good beer. I would gladly drink a lot of this. I think for 7%, you don't taste the alcohol, but it's going down pretty easy for 7%, and it's an uncharacteristically warm day. It's relatively early in January in upstate New York, and it's like 63 right now, I think. So I am going to turn this off and go outside and hang out with my dog while I finish this. So thanks again for sending. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate that, obviously. If you've had this beer, other beers, buy them. Let me know in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Check me out on Instagram on Taps. No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.